All right, y'all. About to watch this video on Say Cheese about the boy Carmelo. That's the dude who was, I think it was in a track meet, and I think it started raining or something like that. He went and got under a tent, and it was the other team's tent, and one of the white dudes was telling him, like, yo, get out of here. I think he called him a racial slur. I don't remember. And the dude had a blade. I'm not sure why he already had a blade, and I think he came back and stabbed dude in the chest and killed him. So, yeah, black dude. So, yeah, we're going to get into that. And here we got Charleston White talking about it. But, yo, like, comment, subscribe. Also, follow Say Cheese. Good platform as well. Let's get into it.
So let me just say this, since I said that. I want to take the time to apologize to Karmelo Anthony's family. Man, I was all the way wrong about that kid. I was all the way wrong about that kid, homie.
Already is different because Charleston don't apologize for nothing. What he say is what he say. But he tell you he playing a character, so I don't understand why a lot of people get offended. Granted, you're going to get offended anyway just because he's saying something foul, but he's saying from the jump, like, yo, I'm playing a character on the internet. That ain't how I really feel for real. You know what I mean? It's going to get the reaction. It's going to get the views and all that. So, yeah, I'm going to say it.
Yeah, he was just indicted.
But he stand on everything that he be saying, though.
I was all the way wrong about that kid. I met with his father.
Why is it so blurry? Come on, Shawn, get it right.
I've been meeting with his father regularly. I had opportunity to talk, piece him up. He go beat these charges. I was under the impression that he brought a knife to school. So I take a knife to school, fuck him. He didn't take a knife to school. He didn't even know these two white boys. These two white boys just came over there with him because he was with another kid that knew those white boys. So he a new black kid who these big old white boys, big white boys. He a small frame kid. One of the white boys was on that side, one of the white boys on that side. So either way go, they had him blocked in. And these some big white boys. These are some big, violent, aggressive white boys who got guns. And not only that, the one he killed whooped their daddy. See, the daddy coming into the picture playing like he been around. The dad ain't been around. We would think the black dad ain't around. The white dad ain't around. The mother don't even identify the daddy as the husband. So he must have been an abusive father. He ain't even been in their life. So he just coming and getting the light. He just coming and getting the light. So he a low down dirty cracker. His sons are bullies. They bullying on the kid they no, because he black. Get from up under the tent. Man, y'all tripping. I ain't going nowhere. And they got a reputation of beating up people. The one he had to stab, he broke his daddy's ligaments. Big old strong cracker. He should have killed both of them. He should have killed both them Peckerwoods.
Charleston a little bitty dude. I think he weighed like $135, but he's still bugging for these pants though. I don't know what this is right here, but hey, you know how people say, man, it costs a lot. All right, cool. Just because it costs a lot don't mean that's what you supposed to be putting on your body. I had like a quilt I had when I was like 6. Them joints crazy. For him to be 135 and they still tight, that is wild.
That's minding his motherfucking business. That don't bring harm to nobody. This kid ain't a bad kid. These bully white boys just fuck with the black baby. So now they...
It's a bad fit. I ain't gonna hold you. It's a bad fit. He got too much money to be putting this on right here. Yeah, this ain't it right here. What's those Pumas? I don't know. It's a bad fit though.
Trying to make it about race. No, it ain't about race. Justice was served when he killed that cracker. Self-defense. And the reason I say that is anybody...
Shawn must got either a media room or this is like a warehouse that he just films in because this echo is crazy. I see he got the setup back there. Like it's a controller back there. I'm not sure if that's PlayStation, Xbox. I don't know. And he got the TV right there with a little couch with the PlayStation up there. I mean, got a couple of plaques on the wall. Yeah, this right here just seemed like a little chill spot, but it is a crazy echo in there. And I see that big pipe back there. This seemed like a little warehouse that Shawn got going on. Come on, Shawn, you can do better than this. Muffle the sound.
You can go see the video. Why do you think the media outlets ain't promoting to go see this video? You can go up to the school to see it. And if you go up to the school and see it, we all to see this kid will be found not guilty. But because it's in an all-white town in Crackerville, and they done made it about race, whoever Sarah Fields is, Sarah Fields, you a rotten motherfucker. And if I just had some time, I would put an army behind this family, but I ain't got time. It's supposed to be an army because Sarah Fields and the father and somebody who works for the court have been releasing Karmelo Anthony's family information to Sarah Fields. She's been putting it online, and the white folk been going, so they've been having to move. All those lies made up, homie, they can't even get the GoFundMe money. So they can't even touch the Go, so they just trying to smear a campaign, but that's what the cracker do. Boy, I wish I can go back to when I was saying the type of shit. Boy, I wish they could have caught me 3 years ago when I was really on my let's go against the cracker shit. But homie, I wish I ain't got that spirit no more. So I'm saying, why black people ain't rallying around this family as they tried to rally around in the beginning? They are threatening this family. Homie, they keep having to move.
But how do you don't just lose the spirit, bro? It's either you got it or you don't.
No, you do lose it. You do lose it.
So you sold out?
No. You lose it. Everybody.
He sold out. We know he sold out. Shawn called it, right? He was on an interview, like, it wasn't even a year ago, talking about you got to change your titles on me because every time you say Charleston White goes off, just the word goes off, it's killing sponsorships, and the sponsorships, they look at it, and the branding is messing up my image and this and that. Man, I'm trying to get this sponsorship money. We got to do this. We got to do that. Man, I'm in these rooms with these important people and yada, yada, yada. You got to change these titles. I look at the back ends on these other YouTubers, man, and this and that. And yeah, he sold out, man.
Losing. Malcolm lost it, homie.
Like what you told me a year ago, you said that losing touch with reality.
You lose the spirit, homie. You lose once you lose the spirit of the things you once loved. Football players, artists. Dave Chappelle lost the spirit, went to Africa, man, fuck that.
This is true, though. You do lose the spirit in a lot, because over the years, just making music, I done fell out of love with music a lot. Like, I don't even listen to my own music, for one. Granted, I think I make pretty good music. I don't just rap just to be rapping. I actually make hit records, but I don't know. I think after you done wrote so much and you record so much and you done put out so much, you kind of get gassed out. So it's just like, I don't know. And over time, I think too much of everything is like, I don't know, it becomes more of a detriment. So I don't know. I don't feel out of love with music a lot, but then I get right back into it and I fall right back in love. So I don't know. It's kind of a love-hate thing. But anyway, still, June 26th, Shaded Strangers, my new album. You know what I mean? Need y'all to check that out.
You lose the spirit because you fight for a group of people that you shouldn't really be fighting for. Who want to make the sacrifice for black people? After you done seen what done happen, after you make the sacrifice, you done lost King. My nigga, look at us. Who want to make the sacrifice trying to save these people? Nobody, homie. Because you have to fight these people to try to help these people. So they're going to put out your spirit. If you're not going to God daily, and I ain't going to, once I got money, I'm going to be with a hoe. God. I catch God on the deathbed. Right now, live and breathing in a vibrant, thumping hip game, I'm with hoes. God. You get to God in the back end of life like everybody else. But don't nobody want to have to be committed and dedicated to a cause that seems hopeless. Every day, this seems hopeless. You don't think you lose hope? Like kids who grow up in conditions that don't change? You don't think you're going to lose hope on them? You fighting every day? Yeah, you lose the spirit. And you find something else to do with a new spirit where you can enjoy life.
How'd you meet his dad?
Huh?
You met his real dad?
I met his real dad.
Karmelo Anthony.
Because the things I said about his son.
They reached out?
Yeah, he agreed with it. If his son was innocent, if his son was guilty. He said he got other kids. And homie, he done worked hard to get to where he at. He not fit to put this kind of time and attention beside a son who wrong. I looked the father in the eye when he said that. Homie, why would you come meet with me All the things I'm advocating for your son to go.
I got to go back to what he said. He said that they out here spreading lies. They said that he brought the knife to school, and he's saying that that's what they thought, but he didn't. That's what, when it first initially came out about what happened, that's what they were saying that did happen. And that was over a year ago. I remember that because I remember as soon as it happened, they said that when they told him to start raining, yeah, I want to say it was the track meet. If I'm not mistaken, it was a track meet. And it started raining, so they couldn't run immediately. So one of the other schools, they had a tent, and he went and got up under the tent. And as he was saying, like, they was telling him, like, yo, get away from the tent, get from under here. You ain't from here, all this other stuff. And they said he went to his bag and grabbed the knife. And if I'm not mistaken, they weren't home. So they got on a bus, and they had to go to whatever school they was at for the meet. So he went and got his book bag, got the knife. It was like a Michael Myers joint. He said the boy got a knife, came back and stabbed dude. They ain't broke down, or Charleston himself didn't say yet where this knife came from, but that was the publication that was put out initially, and he's saying that he didn't bring the knife. So I want to see if he get into that.
Jail for a long time. All the things I'm advocating for your son to go to jail for a long time. I'm with that family. The spirit I heard in him, I brought him to my home. I gave him my address. Don't know what I'm doing. But wrong. I don't want to be wrong and act like I'm right. Did your son take that knife to school?
Okay.
Nah. Mr. Charleston. It's a grown man, homie. He said, man, I done the research on you. I looked into what you do. If my son get out of this, man, I want my son to work with your youth campaign. But man, my son didn't do this. I got other kids to raise. I'm not.
That's another thing about Charleston. Granted, a lot of people don't like what he say just because what he does say be mad flagrant. But one thing about Charleston, he a stand-up dude, and he don't really care about a grown-up. Once you become a grown-up, and it's fair game, you know what I mean? You old enough to make your own decisions and do good, do bad, and so on and so forth. But the kids, one thing about him, he'll do a whole lot for the kids. Like, he got a whole bunch of youth programs. He'll donate money to them. He'll donate money to, or not even just money, donate help to single mothers who lost kids to some kind of violence, whether it's gun violence, police brutality, et cetera, et cetera. Like, he'll help kids get off of the street and do better. He says a lot, but, I mean, he got a good heart, though.
And he really done it. He said he didn't do it, man. It's more things that I can't say just go clear this kid. But just the video alone, homie. I said, that's why the media outlets ain't saying nothing about the video. That's why all the media outlets is trying to keep us focused on the campaign, on the GoFundMe, and these people can't even touch the GoFundMe. The lawyers is overcharging them because they're looking at the GoFundMe numbers. So everybody is praying on this family. Ain't nobody praying with the family. Shout out to Dr. Umar Johnson. Dr. Umar Johnson spoke with the father and gave them comfort. Shout out to Dr. Umar. I spoke with the dad today. His dad want me to come see the video.
Oh, so they got the tape.
I gotta go see it. They don't want you to. So the father and this Sarah Fields white lady, they some racist peckerwoods. These are the kind of peckerwoods I say this would make me feel good by standing over a white man and watch him die. See, I got something nobody has what it feel like to watch a white man die. That's in my heart and that's in my mind. Whenever I get mad at white people, nigga, I go in that heart and that mind and I pull my victim's face up when he was dying and how we laughed at that white man. We thought it was funny. I felt like we've done something good. We killed the white man. Oh, that felt good, man. When you don't know no better. When you don't know.
It's a bad fit, man. I think Charleston like 48, 49 or something like that. My man dressed like he's 17. He holding on to the youth, though, man. It is what it is. They say you're only old as you think you are.
Don't know better. As you get older and you start to develop your mind and your heart starts to change, you start having remorse. And boy, that face starts to be a nightmare when you see it. When you get mad, it don't. And when white people make me mad, that's my comfort. They can put me in jail and comfort myself with the fact I know what a white boy look like to die. So that as Sarah Field and that Karmelo Anthony father, he should have killed both your sons. He should have stabbed that other motherfucker too, but he ain't no killer. He ain't got that in him. He did it out of fear.
Yeah, that's a big thing on social media. This is gonna be as big as I'm probably
the OJ trial.
Yeah, Zimmerman.
Let's go to war.
Yeah, I'm about to say Zimmerman.
Let's have some that's willing to go wherever we go and punch on white folks. Let's see if they really hateful. Let's see if we really hateful. Let's have a riot. Let's have a race riot. If we really if we that imperative about a kid's dispute. It ain't the kids that's saying we hate, it's the adults. It ain't the kids online taking sides. You know why? Because the kids know that white boy is wrong. And their parents is telling them to be quiet. Because white people cover up one another's wrongs. Black people don't.
Yeah, I even feel the animosity. Like when that happened, I had took my daughter to the park. I was feeling the animosity with other white parents.
Well, that's why when I go around white people, you know what I do? I take my drawers off and show the white boy I got a big dick and be grabbing that print around his women and his kids. You hear me? Be grabbing, letting that dick dangle, letting that head bounce like that. Yeah, that's how I give. I bring a big dick around white boy. That's why they used to hang the. That's why white folks hated black men, because his dick was big. His athletic skills and physical abilities superseded his like a god. But he used to watch that woman's eye when he say, I want that nigga. And look over there at Miss Sally, and Miss Sally got a gleam in her eye, looking at that nigga lounge this way, that mother lady swing. Man, you hear me? So that's what that white boy mad at us about. He'll damn near kill us going to go get that law. Get that, listen, the white man is so obsessed with a black man's dick, he made his missiles to look like one. All his torpedoes and missiles.
This went somewhere else. How did we get from Karmelo Anthony and his case of him stabbing to this? How we get here? Like, what detour or wrong exit did we turn? Yo, this is crazy. ChatGPT done took us somewhere else. Yo, the iMaps is tripping right now, because how did we get here? That is wild.
He bombed the world with come from this structure right there. And if you think I'm bullshitting, that's why every nigga hung, they would castrate him. Every nigga they hung, they pull his pants down, cut his dick off. Every nigga. Sometimes put in his mouth, because that's his disdain for us. He know what it do to his woman and his daughter, and he hate us for it. And we ain't all of them. He know every man. So that's why they acting like.
Ada Pappy. I don't know, but they was saying back, that's where all these mixed kids come from now. If you look around, anywhere you go, whether you go to work, whether you go to the DMV, Walmart, Whole Foods, Publix, just go walk around the mall. It is so many mixed people right now and a lot of mixed kids. I mean, it was saying back in slavery, the wives was fucking the hell out the slaves on both sides. The white guys, the so-called masses, they was raping the black women, but the wives and the daughters, the white wives and the daughters in the house, in the big house, how they say, the big house, they was fucking the slaves willingly. They wanted the big field nigga out there, the one that's out there, willing that big wheelbarrow that you know damn well your husband can't drag at all. Your husband ain't got no strength at all. He ain't lift a spoon. They want that big strong sweaty ass nigga up out there. So yeah, they been doing that. But I don't know. It's just that whole opposites attract thing. Like as a dark skinned man, light skinned girls love us. Red bones, light skin, white, they love us. That go the other way around too. For like white men. Granted, they be acting like they just hate black people, but you see a lot of white men with black girls or just darker girls. even Latinos. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's opposites attract. You see a lot of black dudes. I don't know what it is about black dudes when they get money, then they get the white girl. See, you got the bum ass niggas that be in the hood, they get the white girl to act black. Like, that's different. But the niggas who get on, they go to like the NFL, MLB, they become a action star or something like that, like your Kevin Hart's. You know what I mean? Like things like that. They always go get the white girl after that. Now it's like, all right, cool. We're just gonna stick to the Latinas. They minority too. But still though, it's not too much black on black, white on white. Granted, it still is, but you see a whole lot of Steph Curry's running around here right now.
All of them. He knows every man. So that's why they acting like that. And this was a good kid, homie. This is the kid we should lay our life down for. This Karmelo Anthony kid, nigga, I can say when I'm wrong, I was wrong. This is the kid where at least 50 black men should be willing to die, kill, or go to jail behind. And I sign up with us.
So are you pro-black?
I ain't pro nothing. I'm pro-right. I'm pro
Because
nothing.
sometimes you stand with black people and then
I don't stand with black people. I stand with black people who think like me. I don't stand with black people. Black people don't stand with nobody. They celebrate Cinco de Mayo. I'm gonna stand with them for, nigga. They celebrate Valentine's Day.
That's another thing I don't understand. For one, made up holidays. Y'all will go crazy for these holidays. Cinco de Mayo, everybody was drunk. Last I checked, that was a Mexican holiday. It just is what it is. Cinco de Mayo, the 5th of May, that's just a day. Y'all will celebrate President's Day. Y'all don't even know half of the presidents besides the ones that's on this money. Like, y'all will celebrate anything. Y'all will celebrate Labor Day and y'all don't work. Oh, my goodness. Y'all celebrate Christmas. Ain't no fat man coming down no chimney. A lot of y'all lived in the projects and didn't even have a chimney. I don't know, man. Y'all just be celebrating anything.
Cinco de Mayo. I'm gonna stand with them for, nigga. They celebrate Valentine's Day, Irish Day. Go drink with the Irish people. I don't stand with nothing but for what's right. And I'm saying white people is wrong in this instance. You hardly up white. I'm saying white people is wrong. So is black people, but white people is mostly wrong because they really know the truth. They really know the truth, homie. That father is acting like he was in his kid's life. The mother don't even like that father. He's the one stirring up everything, not the mother. She know he was wrong. The father is trying to get it because he wants the limelight. He wasn't there. He didn't raise him. It's the deadbeat dad coming along because he finally get the limelight. But the son broke his arm too. Big old strong white boy. Violent, aggressive white boy. Big in stature. And you have to stab him or shoot him. He gonna hurt you. And he possibly was on steroids. And he was full of drugs.
I want to say this too,
He
bro.
was full of drugs. That's what they keep leaving.
Did they play football?
He did, yeah.
Wait.
Probably gonna watch this another time. But man, I'm gonna follow that trial too. I'm gonna follow that trial to see what comes out of it. It's been going on for a year, and you just say they just got indicted. I don't know. I gotta look it up, but I remember when that happened. It was a little over a year ago, if I'm not mistaken. They had a track meet, so yeah, I'm gonna follow it, see what goes on. Because one thing about just a case alone, it takes a while, especially nowadays. Like, it's not like that that Dolph trial. The kids who killed young Dolph, like that trial went along. They got that in and out the way, but they was telling anyway though. So they were just like, yo, this is what happened. This is what happened. Yeah, I mean, let's go. But nah, it's gonna take a minute for this, and they got to get all the evidence and all that. So they're gonna make sure they got all their ducks in a row. But I don't know. We're gonna see how it go, because on one hand it looked premeditated, but also you gotta understand, depend on where you at, because everything criminal, it goes by state. So I don't know, because, you know, some states, they have stand your ground where you don't have to retreat. But they're probably going to look at it like, 'cause they said that he left, got the knife, and came back. So they're probably going to look at it like premeditation. I don't know. We're going to see. But at the end of the day, he can get off on a technicality. They can give him a plea deal. But it's going to be a whole lot behind it because it's very racial. You know what I mean? They say the white boys told him to get from under the tent. Black dude came back, stabs white guy, kills him. I don't know. You know. But anyway, like, comment, subscribe, share. You know what I mean? Check me out. Album, June 26th, Shaded Strangers. Follow my website to get some merch, www.aviationdistrict.com. Also, follow me on Instagram at Street Costello, StreetCostello. I'm out.